Hello everyone, I hope you are well. So I'm back down the house again. It's Monday. Had a bit of kind of time off on the weekend. I was just cleaning a few things up at the rental property, but I didn't really do much down here because I spent the last 7 days really cleaning up everything in here, all the mud, everything else. But most importantly, after all the mud is gone now, and I've scraped off all the paint and obviously all the flooring, and pretty much everything is out apart from a few appliances. I've gone round with 25 litres of hydrogen peroxide, which has gone all over the walls, in every single kind of, all the bathrooms, all the rooms, all the floors, the windows, everything, all internally. So I sprayed that around. It wasn't the most pleasant stuff to work with. I did have a mask on, goggles, and it still kind of got into your eyes and made your eyes red and nose run. So that wasn't the most pleasant thing to do. But today also I have gone round with anti-mold solution. I'll show you the two types that I've used once I flip the camera around. And I'll show you some of the other tools I've been using to kind of clean it all up and get it all disinfected and things like that. But yeah, so the anti-mold as well, that's all gone round, about another 25 litres all around the house, every single room. So yeah, again, it's just another update of what I've been doing because quite a lot of you are interested. You know, I'm getting up to 10,000 views on the video. So yeah, it shows you're all interested. And once again, thank you for your comments or your advice. I really do read them. Sorry, I can't reply to replies. I'll try and reply to your initial comments, but quite a few comments come through, so it makes it a little bit difficult. You may want to follow us on Telegram as well. The links are in the description because we do update more on Telegram because I'm only getting probably about one video a week out at the moment and a few shorts, things like that. But try following us on Telegram. We've got over 700 followers on there. So yeah, we get some good chats going on in there, and I update and a few other things of what we've been doing as well, not just about the house. So quite a few just interesting things. So yeah, try following us on there, and then yeah, just like, subscribe, share the channel. And once again, thank you for the donations. Yeah, still a few are coming through, but it does really help to try and get the house back to a livable standard. Hopefully by the time we're out of the rented accommodation, we've only got 3 months there, so we're looking to possibly move in here again in September. We've got work starting in July once we've let it dry out. I've got the electrics almost connected. I've got dehumidifiers coming down. The aircon unit I'm going to switch on. So we'll leave that for about a month or so, as long as we can, and then check the humidity in here, and hopefully it should start drying so we can then start some work in July. And then August we'll try and start putting the kitchen back, for example, and a few other things. So there's lots to do. I'll flip the camera around again and I'll just show you all the rooms again, and I'll show you some of the kind of tools that are quite interesting, what I've been using. It might help other people that may get into a situation like this. But yeah, I'll flip the camera around now and show you. But thank you, and hope you enjoy the video. So yeah, we're in the obviously kitchen living room. So everything's off there. The oven and the hob has all been cleaned up. You know, that was tested with the gas that comes in there, so that is actually okay. But there is kind of a mobile engineer that comes around and visits all the houses, so we're going to get everything checked over by him as well. And if he thinks anything needs replacing in like the fridge to the compressor or something, we'll do that. Same with like the appliances that are in the garage, the oven, microwave. We're gonna have to send dishwasher away to be repaired because that's a whole new door on the front that needs doing, if that hopefully works. But yeah, this whole room has been hydrogen peroxide, and then the anti-mold as well. I'll show you what I've been using for that in a second. But literally every room has been done. Radiators all cleaned through and cleaned, blasted water through them and got all the dirt out of the radiators. But again, all this room has been done. And then we've got, yeah, this room is still looks a little bit damp in here because I've just sprayed it. This was the last room to spray the anti-mold. But when I do come in, it is still quite a lot of humidity. It's about 75 when I look at the gauge and open the windows, and it does dry. But the plan is to get the dehumidifier and the aircon on, so I'll shut the windows then and just try and so it'll draw the moisture out of pretty much everywhere. So yeah, a few tools, obviously a wet dry vacuum cleaner. That's been really handy for sucking up all the kind of paint and dirt and all the mud where it started to dry and just flake off. It would actually vacuum up, so that has been really good. Obviously a generator, because I haven't had any electric, so rather than keep asking the neighbours, can I plug into your electric, it was just easier to carry on using the generator. I've only used about 30 litres of fuel since I've been doing it, so it's been quite good on fuel. I don't think there's anything else in here I've been using. But yeah, that was quite good. Obviously mops and buckets and things like that. But yeah, it's quite a big aircon unit we've got. And it's got a dehumidifier setting and an ultraviolet setting, so it'll clean and dehumidify the air at the same time. And here I cleaned up like the microwave and things. That did plug in and work, but again, we're going to get it checked up. I've really cleaned up all the kind of where the water pipes come in, heating pipes, and for heating all of this. I've really given it a good clean. Obviously the water level up to there, it will need replastering at some time, but this will be the last thing to do. Boiler, we're going to get a new one, so that's just ready to take off. It's all the valves have been undone, so that's ready to take off. We're just going to get a new one. That's probably one of the biggest expenses, but rather than fix it and then it break down in like a couple of months again, it's easier to just buy a new one, I think. But yeah, hopefully we can find the same one, which I think they're quite readily available, which is good. And then all the water actually works. Just need the kind of power back on to make that work. Hopefully the pump will work. It's quite sealed. All the neighbours have carried on working, so hopefully that, and underfloor heating, the water's still in there. So we'll get the system refilled properly though. And then a few other things we've been using. Obviously pressure washer has been essential. That's been really good. Just basic garden kind of spray for spraying the walls with. We used this anti-mold, and then hydrogen peroxide. So that's been quite good. And then obviously we've had all the circuit breakers replaced. So that's been good, and the electricians checked the wiring, so there's no corrosion behind there. This is just a plastic box, but all the circuit breakers have been replaced. So yeah, it's still quite a bit to do, a few things to clean up, like for example kitchen sink. I've just sprayed down with disinfectant, and then I'm going to blast that. That should hopefully clean up okay. What else? Just a few just cleaner materials, brushes. This was quite good for like really scraping some of the mud off in the corners. But things like air conditioning, I've had to replace this. I've taken them apart and all the circuits have just blown. Anything with batteries in, I've found, have just blown. So all that had to be replaced. Oven I've still got to clean up, but we're really going to get that checked before we use that, because yeah, we obviously don't want a fire with that or anything. But yeah, that's kind of everything I've been doing. And yeah, just really trying to get it as clean as possible, and then, like I keep saying, just let it dry out. And like now it's about 30 degrees outside, and we've got some really good weather coming, so it's going to be about 30 plus 30 up to 35 for the next kind of 2 weeks, and then it'll still stay above mid-20s after that. So the air really comes through, and with the windows open, it's really got some air through, and it really starts to dry it. But I'll set the dehumidifier up in the middle somewhere and then monitor that each day. But yeah, just waiting on the electrics. So yeah, I hope you like the update. Let me know in the comments anything, what you think, any advice, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.